I'm aware of that.
For instance, People's number 30,
Yes.
People's number 29,
Yes.
all kinds of bottles, right?
Yes.
Syringes,
Yes.
but not that particular IV line. You know that, right?
I'm aware of that.
Would you consider that evidence against the possibility that that IV line was at the house?
No.
You don't consider that evidence?
It's so easy to remove.
Well, it's easy to remove a vial too, right? Is it easy to remove a vial?
It is potentially easy to remove a vial, but a vial is a little bit bulky compared to a curled up IV line.
What about a syringe? Is it easy to remove a syringe?
It is easy to remove syringes. Well, again, the problem with syringes is that there's a sharp needle on it.
So, if a particular individual was interested in, I don't know, for instance, hiding his activity, he might be dissuaded by the fact that the needle had the syringe had a needle on it?
Potentially.
Huh. During your, you never did use the Horizon IV setup. We've already established that. Is that correct? During your demonstration.
The Horizon IV set. Which is the Horizon? Is that the Excel set?
Yes.
No, I didn't have one.
During your demonstration, you were trying to show what 25 milligrams, which is 2.5 cc's, is that right? 25 milligrams of propofol?
That's correct.
You drew up 2.5 cc's into a syringe.
Correct.
And you showed, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, how much that was, right?
Correct.
And you used a 20 cc syringe to do that.
That's correct.
You know that your testimony yesterday was that Dr. Murray explained to the police that he used a 10 cc syringe.
Correct.
And that he drew it up with half lidocaine and half propofol.
Correct.
Which would account for 50 milligrams of propofol and 5 cc's of lidocaine.
2.5 cc's of lidocaine.
In one syringe.
2.5 cc's of lidocaine and 2.5 cc's of propofol.
So, Doc, your demonstration with a 20 cc syringe, was that based on evidence you received in this case?
Well, the size of the syringe is irrelevant. I don't understand the point you're making.
Well, maybe to you, Doctor. My question is, did you have any evidence that Dr. Murray had a 20 cc syringe at the scene?
No, there were only 10 cc syringes at the scene. If I thought that was relevant, I would have brought a 10 cc syringe with me.
And your testimony today is that you remember Dr. Murray's statement being that he pulled in 5 cc's of propofol?
No, 2.5 cc's of propofol.
You remember that? Him saying that?
What he actually said was that he gave 25 milligrams, and that would be 2.5 cc's.
Okay. And you recall Dr. Murray saying that he pulled up 2.5 cc's of lidocaine?
He did not say that.
Did he say any amount of lidocaine?
I'm happy to check his testimony. I have it here, but I believe he used the word 1-to-1, which I interpreted as cc to cc.
And so your assumption, if he said 1-to-1, was that it was 2.5 and 2.5, right? Is that right?
That's correct.
In a 10 cc syringe.
Correct.
Pushed into, according to doctor's testimony, the Y connector in the Excel IV site.
You mean the interview?
The objection sustained. We ask it.
During the doctor's statement.
We ask the whole question, please.
Dr. Murray said in his statement that he pushed in 25 milligrams of propofol in that formulation into the Y connector on the IV site that was connected to a saline bag, didn't he?
Yes, he did.
And yesterday's demonstration in front of the jury, when showing where the medicine would go, you remember showing that?
Yes.
You used a 20 cc syringe and 2.5 milliliters of propofol. Is that right?
Yes.
And you used a different IV set than what doctor said that he used.
Yes, and I did state that I had not checked the actual dimensions because I've been waiting to try. I've been trying to get that from Seacoast. That was actually stated that I had not worked out all the geometry yet.
You said something about 3 feet.
That particular one was about 3 feet, and if the Seacoast is much closer, then that's doesn't change anything. But if it's closer, then it's closer.
Sure.
I don't want to put words in your mouth. Is it closer?
Yes.
Substantially so.
In the state it's in that he's looking at?
I take it that that's the question. Overruled.
Yeah.
Substantially so.
Substantially so.
Thank you. You further, in your testimony, you further talked about, in describing this bottle, in your, I'm sorry, your demonstration, let's stick with that, okay?